everybody, welcome back to another My Damn Toys video. Today we have WWE Action Figure Surgery, episode number 4. Alright guys, on this episode of WWE Action Figure Surgery, we're going to be revisiting some stuff that we did in episode number 1. If you guys remember episode number 1, we had these TNF Seth Rollins. We had 2 of them, this one and then that one. I cracked the torso and I switched out the shoulders with some basic shoulders, and so we could put, you know, the old arm articulation into the figure so that, you know, the arms would go all the way down. You get better articulation, better range of motion, and in that video we were pretty successful with the torso cracks, but when I went back and looked at it, Brad, they were just freaking shattered, guys. They had so many cracks and like they just did not look good, and I was like so disappointed because I hit up multiple customizers. I looked everywhere out there on Instagram and in this community, and I was like, bro, somebody out there's got to have some torsos for these Seth Rollins somewhere in their fodder box. You know, I could not find anybody until the Legends came up. Figure Giant, guys, on Instagram, Figure Giant, just like it says on the screen there. Go follow them. They, my good buddy Mad Reaper opened up a figure fodder store. If you don't know what fodder is, it is, you know, the parts, the arms, the legs, the everything, and he had some extra TNF Seth torsos on his website that he launched, and it's a lot of great stuff over there, so when he launched his store, I had to grab some. So we do have our package from them. We also picked up some Warbler, and what Warbler is some plastic type deal, foam sort of stuff, so if we just dump it out right here, you'll see we do have 3 of those torsos and stuff in here. So we have a Seth torso in this baggie, a Seth torso in this baggie, and a Seth torso in this baggie. I picked up 3 of them just so I'd have one for future reference. But here's the Warbler stuff, and this stuff you can cut up and you can like heat it up and mold it and stuff. You can make belts, you can do anything. He even made a Marty Scurll mask and umbrella out of this stuff, so definitely check out his YouTube channel, Mad Reaper Studios, and he's a good friend of mine, great friend of the channel, amazing customizer, one of the best WWE figure customizers I've ever seen in my entire life. But what we're going to do today is we're going to reattach these torsos, guys. We're going to be cracking this and, you know, putting these back on there, getting these arms finally on there the way we want them, and then we're going to have some complete TNF Seth Rollins, you know, figures with the good shoulder. So that's what we're going to be doing today, so let's go ahead and get started. So here we have the first Seth Rollins torso out of the baggie, and he actually has a YouTube video that shows how to open these up, and I think he said to like get in here or something, and I'm actually kind of scared. I do not want to crack it up or anything like that, so I'm going to try my very best not to ruin any of these. I think my screwdriver is actually a bit too big to like crack in there, so I may have to do a different method. But if we just kind of wiggle it in here and sort of just wedge it back and forth, it should come undone relatively easy. I can already see it like prying open. Alright guys, I finally got the torso apart, thank God, you know, no cracks or anything like that. Mad Reaper did a really good job of getting this cracked. All the pegs are still intact. I don't even think I'll have to use super glue when I'm putting it back together, so that is an absolute blessing. So we definitely need, you know, that back half and then the front half, of course, and you know, you always want to hold on to this piece right here. That's what keeps that ab articulation, and then our neck peg, of course. And we're not going to be putting that Screaming Head scan on there, I don't think. I think since I don't have any serious ones left over at the moment, I do have a few over there on my Elite 37s, but I don't feel like switching it, so I'm probably going to put one of these Smiling Head scans on there for today. I'll probably put the Screaming one on the other one if we can get it cracked, but now we got to get the lower piece separated. So on his video, he said that, you know, you don't want to go in the top part, you want to go like in this bottom part, since, you know, you won't see anything like that. You know, because this is going to be hidden by the crotch piece and everything. If you go up here, you could damage it and stuff like that. So he said to go in from under here, and it should be relatively easy to crack. So I guess we'll figure out if that's true or not. But I trust Mad Reaper. Alright guys, successfully using Mad Reaper's technique, I did get this, you know, separated, no gappage or anything like that. So now that we can, you know, get these 2 pieces separated, now we can move on to the next step. Alright guys, what I've done already is I went ahead and I attached the lower part of the torso to the figure right here, and we have the upper part right there, but as you can see, we did attach that to the to the legs there. But we have this upper piece and I went ahead and plugged the basic arms in there, and I tried to shut it, and I already recorded the whole thing, but I came to find out that the arms, the right arm was sort of loose because Mattel molded the shoulder actually a little bit smaller. So you have like here isn't the, it's actually drying over there because I did like this little technique that I'm going to show you guys, but this is the how thick like an Elite shoulder is. I had a basic Seth shoulder, so I guess when I switched it, you know, the other shoulder's a little bit thinner, so it's a little loose. The arm will be a little loose, but what I did was took some Mod Podge and I came in over the I'll show you this in just a second. It's over there drying. I just put a coat of Mod Podge over this, and I'm going to wait till it dries, see how well it fits, and then keep applying until it gets, you know, the thickness that I like, and see if it gets it tighter. The left arm was no problem. You know, it worked well, and it wasn't, you know, loose at all, but the right arm was loose. So maybe that Mod Podge trick will work if you're having any problems with that, because, you know, you remember we took those shoulders and arms, the older articulation, from a Seth Rollins Basic, and we were replacing the trash TNF Elite arms. So I guess, you know, the smaller shoulders sort of set us back, but I think the Mod Podge trick is going to work, and I guess we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, here we go with the Mod Podge over that little peg in there. And yes, this fits way tighter. It feels way better now. You'll see I put multiple coats of Mod Podge on that little peg in there because you see the space. It has to be tight in that space, and it filled it in nicely. It actually worked great. So if you're having that problem, there's a little issue or a little solution for that issue if you want to do that. But there is that. And now we got to plug in the other arm, which is right here. So what we'll do is plug in the other arm, which goes right there. And now both arm joints are tight. You know, we ain't got to worry about them being loosey-goosey or anything like that. So now we can plug our torso piece onto this torso piece. Alright guys, so here is the torso with the older arm articulation on the Seth Rollins. You see there's no gappage or anything, so huge shout out to Figure Giant for that, guys. They are totally a lifesaver. They totally saved this Seth Rollins torso right here. We're going to do the same thing for this one. I'll probably just leave it out of the video for today just because, I mean, it's just going to be the same exact thing. There's no point to even do it. I mean, I'll do it off camera and just get it all assembled and everything. The only thing that I'd say, the only problem with it is like the back crunch is fine. It's like when it gets a little bit forward, it's kind of loose, but I don't know if that's even fixable. I just think sometimes you get tight ones, sometimes you get loose ones. I'm not sure. I'll talk to Mad Reaper and see what's up because this isn't glued or anything. I can like re-crack it or whatever I have to do to get it back open, but now we're going to pop the head scan on there and see what it looks like. And there we go, guys. The head scan is on there. Obviously, I'm probably going to be switching this out with the Sirius head scan, the Elite 37, be painted all black, you know, like he returned from injury in 2016 in Extreme Rules on Roman Reigns. So I'll probably be switching that head scan on there. But yes, these older arms look way better on this figure, guys. He'll actually be able to pose him, you know, put his arms all the way down. A huge shout out to Figure Giant and Mad Reaper for, you know, the torso and, you know, picking up the Warblow and the stuff over at Figure Giant. You definitely need to go check them out, guys. Again, absolute phenomenal store for you to pick up some fodder to make customs and stuff like that. But that's going to do it for this episode of WWE Action Figure Surgery, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. Leave a like, comment down below what you think of the Seth and how we fixed this up, and if you checked out Figure Giant. Subscribe to the channel for more epic WWE figure videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.